Fishnet stockings. Whoa, that sounds pretty appropriate for Valentine's Day. I'm sorry you can see my lotion under my nails. I had just put lotion on a minute ago before I started filming. I guess it hasn't completely soaked in. Oh, that looks nasty. It's not anything else. It's just lotion. Hi, I'm Michelle, and today I'm going to share with you my Valentine's Day nail polish rack. I have been feeling very gloomy, as you can see by my nail polish today. It's been very dark and gray for the last couple of days, and I know it's the dead of winter, and that's to be expected. And I'm really looking forward to getting some fun, cheerful vibes going for February, especially for Valentine's Day. So I've prepared my nail polish rack inspo that I want to pull from now through Valentine's Day. So these are the nail polishes that I want to pull from for my Valentine's Day nail polish looks over the next couple of weeks into February. So I'd like to share that with you. Let's go ahead and start over here on the deep end. And this is actually a mini that I got in a set from Essie. This is the shade Bahama Mama. I got it in that little set that I recently unboxed, but this looks like a really beautiful berry, and I'd like to try to get some use out of this. Here is another new nail polish that I recently hauled on my channel. This was from my Essie nail polish video, but I thought that this really beautiful shimmery color would pair really nicely as possibly an accent nail for this mini. And this shade here is what? Mike Drop It Low. These names are so funny. This looks really pretty, and I think that these will look really beautiful together. Now, also in this same color line is Sally Hansen Insta Dry. I really love the brush of these, and I love the formula. I'm not going to open all of them because we'll be here forever, but I really love this brush. But, ooh, that let out a strong smell. That's one thing I don't like about this brand is I feel like their smell is really intense. Anyway, this is in the shade Zip Wine number 428. This is a little bit more of a purpley hue, a little bit more eggplant than the Bahama Mama, but maybe that's just how it appears in the bottle. And I thought I would check these out to see if they're the same color or what. But I thought all three of these would look really pretty in a manicure together, so that might be fun. Here's another shade that I'd like to pull. This is from the Sally Hansen Mega Strength line, and this was actually in my project polish. You can see, wow, I've got some good use out of this one. This is a very sheer polish, and I didn't know at the time that I bought this. Here's the shade name. Persistent number 056. I didn't know at the time that I bought this that sometimes nail polishes could be toppers. So I really hated this because I was trying to build it up to full opacity like it looks in the bottle. And it literally takes like 6 or 7 coats. I ain't got time for all that. That got really annoying. But anyway, it's a really beautiful color. So maybe like as a topper, it's okay. Here's another new polish that I recently hauled. This is beautiful. I got a bunch of new Essie nail polishes in that haul, so I want to give them a check. I want to take the opportunity to try them out and see which ones are my favorite. This is in the shade 285 Sleepover Squad. Look at that really, really beautiful kind of like fluorescent sheen. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to try that. I hope that translates to the nails. It's really beautiful. But let me leave these here where you can see them. I thought that they might make a really nice manicure all together. This This one here being number 276 in Flowerista. I'm really excited to try this one out too. I thought these three here might make a really fun manicure all together. So, and then just to break up some of the monotony of like all the pinks and berry tones and reds that I have going on for traditional Valentine's Day, I thought I might take the opportunity to check out this really beautiful polish by Polish. It's going to be my first time to try this brand, and this is in the shade Single and Ready to Jingle, PPU 1122. This was from my very first order. I haven't tried it yet. It says it's a 5 free brand. Yeah, so maybe I'll play with that. But I picked this up not that long ago when I heard Revlon was filing for bankruptcy, and I got really nostalgic. Even though I don't wear the makeup or whatever, I thought I'd go and pick up a few items to have in my collection. I don't know why I did that. Anyway, this is number 680 in Revlon's Red. I just thought it would be a really classic color that I should have to hold on to, because I remember my grandma used to use Revlon a lot when I was a child instead of my mom, their nail polishes. This was in the 80s, okay, like the 80s and the early 90s and stuff. And I used to paint my grandma's nails, and these bottles were very nostalgic to me. So I picked a couple of these up, but this would be my first time to wear it. Honestly, I should have gotten Cherries in the Snow, because that's the one that my mom used to wear all the time. And I feel like I should have that in my collection. Ooh, the sun's coming out. I do film in natural lighting, so sorry for the fluctuating light, but this looks like a really beautiful red. This is ASAP Apple. This is in the shade ASAP Apple, number 383 from the Sally Hansen Insta Dry. I think I'm going to stop buying so many of these. I mean, I haven't bought that many. I haven't really bought any more in a while, but I have a lot of them from before I knew really any other brands existed. Anyway, you can tell I've gotten a lot of use out of this one. I like this one a lot on my toes. It's really beautiful on my toes. Yeah, so this is a really beautiful classic red, like a red Corvette red, and I love it so much. I might dip into that for some Valentine's Day action. And then we've got, oh, they're not the same. Then we've got this really beautiful fishnet stockings. Whoa, that sounds pretty appropriate for Valentine's Day or any rock concert too. Anyhow, this is in the shade Fishnet Stockings by Essie and number 448. I haven't tried out this red, but it does look different from these other two. Let's see, they all look a little bit different. So next we've got, why is there, oh, that must have been me that got that pink dot on there. Anyway, this is in the shade, wow, this must have been an older Essie. I've had this a while. This must have been one of my very first Essies to try. This is in the shade S Watermelon 046. This is a crazy looking label. It's old. It says 127 Watermelon. I don't even know. They've got conflicting information, but it's in the shade Watermelon. I thought, sorry for my dog snoring in the background. I thought this might make a really fun berry. Here is an indie polish from Cuticola. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I haven't tried this yet. It's really, really beautiful. I just recently got this. I'll leave that haul down below. It's really, really beautiful with all the gorgeous, colorful flakies in there. Oh my gosh, I hope that translates when I put it on. I'm sorry you can see my lotion under my nails. I had just put lotion on a minute ago before I started filming. I guess it hasn't completely soaked in. Oh, that looks nasty. It's not anything else. It's just lotion. Anyway, and I had just washed my hands before that. That's why I put on some lotion. I digress. I really hope that when I put this nail polish on that it translates to all these really pretty colors. But I thought this would make a beautiful kind of alternative Valentine's Day color because it is very, you know, it's got a lot of pink and little flecks of red in there, it looks like, but it's not your typical pink or red color. I don't know, I might give that one a try. And then here's a really beautiful one by Danny Vienna. I'm really excited to try this. This looks gorgeous. This is in the shade Pink is for... I like that it's 11 free and not 5 free. Yeah, I'm looking forward to trying that. And I don't know what possessed me to try this brand. I hadn't seen it in the store before when I came across it, but I had seen it in a couple of videos and I just thought the bottle and everything was so cute and I couldn't resist this really pretty shimmery color. So I thought I would give it a try. But since then, I've heard more detailed reviews about this brand. Like, I literally just got this maybe a week ago. And in the last couple of days, I came across somebody who was talking about a more detailed review of this brand. And they said that, like, the payoff isn't really good and that it smells really, really heavily, like chemically or whatever. So now I kind of wish I hadn't picked it up, but I am going to try it. I want to see what it's like. This is a really pretty color. I like all the like colorful glittery effects. I'm looking forward to giving this a try. Maybe it'll be pretty even as a full manicure or an accent nail. Here's another Sally Hansen that I've gotten a lot of use out of. This one I've only had maybe like since like a year or something. But I love the particular sheen and the color. It doesn't come across with the sheen on the skin tone, but it does give it a really beautiful lightness that looks really nice with my skin. Anyway, I like the way that this one looks on me. It's kind of like a mature, it's kind of like a mature bright pink. Here's another really pretty pink. I feel like these two might make a really pretty manicure together because they're like in the same hue, or like maybe this on the toes and this one on my hands. Anyway, it would be my first time to try this. This is d'Arcade Nails and this is in the shade March. This is from it says the PBE exclusive 2022 Chicago. I got this from the Danny Vienna website here recently. I haven't had a chance to check it out yet. And let's just pull out these three all together because they're kind of in the same, like, hue. These are some pastel pinks. And this one here is from Sally Hansen. It's in the shade number 160 and it's called Hardcore Party. You can see I've gotten a lot of use out of this, but that was like really back before I had expanded my collection beyond Sally Hansen. And so I used to use this one a lot, but I liked these little bottles because the brush isn't bad. They're super, super cheap. You can find these for like $2. So, and they're not that big, so they don't take up that much space. And I don't know, I really like this like little bottle style of Sally Hansen too. I've been really happy with almost all the Sally Hansens that I've tried. But anyway, maybe I'll use this. I kind of like the way this one looks on my toes because it's really, really bright. And then this one I recently picked up. This would be my first time to try a pastel cream from Sinful Colors. I only have like one or two others from this brand. And this one here is in the shade Pink Smart, number 1506. I picked this up at Target, but I paid full price for it. It wasn't one of the ones that's on clearance. Anyhow, this looks like it might be a little bit cool tone for me for my hands, but I think it might look kind of fun on my toes. I don't mind it being like kind of deadly looking on my toes since that's just for me. And then here we've got the very first collab I ever came across, and I don't even eat Mentos, but I just thought it was so neat that Sally Hansen was doing a Mentos nail polish, and I was like, what the heck? It was just so funny to me. Plus, I like pink. I picked it up. I love this like line of the Sally Hansen, or I used to anyway. I mean, I still have a lot of them, and I wear them. I enjoy them. I'm not sure I'll be buying any more now that I know about like the variety that's out here. But, whoops. This is in the shade 699 Confection Perfection. Like cotton candy pink, literally, or Pepto-Bismol, but I'm thinking cotton candy because that's more yummy. Here's one of my older nail polishes. Ooh, this might have, what did that commenter tell me it was called? UBS, Ugly Bottle Syndrome. I think this is suffering from ugly bottle syndrome, and it just needs a good shaking. But you can see I've gotten a pretty good use out of this. I used to wear this color a lot when I worked. Wow, that means I've had, hold on, when I worked at an office at my law firm, because this was like a really mature, sophisticated shade of pink. And, you know, in that kind of an environment, they look at you funny when you're wearing really colorful nails or whatever. So this was my way of doing color while I was at work. So I got a lot of use out of this. Let's shake it up and see. Yeah, see that beautiful color? It's really pretty. It's too dark for my toes. I don't like it on my toes, but it's really pretty. This is the older bottle of Pacifica, their 7 free version. They've since then discontinued this line and they have different stuff, but look at this really beautiful cap. I love that. Anyways, this is in the shade Pink Crush. And here we have a recent haul. I just picked this up recently, and that's because I had heard in a YouTube video, I confuse who I heard it from. Anyway, I heard recently in a video that although they didn't really like a lot of the other formulas from this brand, that their classic cream colors were really, really good. And so I wanted to give this a try because in my project polish, I had a lot of the neon shades and I had decided that I didn't like this brand anymore. But I had only tried the neon ones really, so I didn't really feel like that was a fair assessment. And this is such a beautiful color. Can you see that gorgeous bit of sheen, iridescent, kind of like a fuchsia, slight, oh, I see purple, orange, green. This is like a slight bit of a rainbow iridescence. I hope that any of that is coming across here on the screen for you, like right here. Can you see? Oh my God, can you see that? Oh, I hope any of that translates on my nails. But this is in the shade, there it is. This is in the shade Lingerie, GNL 701. And so I'm looking forward to trying this. This is going to be like a nice refresher if I want just like a neutral. But I also thought it would look really pretty with this as an accent nail. I got this in one of the minis also from Essie. And this one here is in the shade Penny Talk. This one is in the shade Penny Talk. And so it's probably like got just a hint of sheen of copper to it because it was like in a pink and rose gold set that had this one with it. But maybe these might look good together, or maybe just, you know, not. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to trying that beautiful taupe. But yeah, so here are these 3 little beautiful minis. I picked these up in that set, and this, I already told you about that one, but this one here, this pink one, is called A Cut Above. That is really beautiful. I think that's going to be a gorgeous accent nail, or maybe like glitter tips. And then this looks really fun. I should have worn this for New Year's, but I ended up not. And this one here is called Set in Stones. This one is Set in Stones by Essie. So that'll be a fun one to check out. Maybe as an accent nail with any of these, or just not at all. I don't know. Anyhow, yeah. So I thought those would be fun. And those are going to be the nail polishes that I'm going to pull from for my Valentine's Day inspo over the next couple of weeks as we approach Valentine's Day. And then after that, I will switch out my polishes. And then after that, I will switch out my polish rack for a different selection of my nail polishes for the next few weeks after that. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please Be sure to give me a thumbs up. It really does help my channel out so much. Subscribe so we can hang out again. I do a lot of makeup videos, but I also do my nail polish content pretty regularly. And I'm starting to do that a little bit more and more often. So I would love to have you subscribe. If that sounds interesting to you, I would love if you do subscribe. And I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.